I'm inside the engine compartment of this SL500. This is a 1999 model, so it's an R129 chassis. And I'm doing some general inspection work, replacing the hood pad and so on. I'm looking at this panel here, and I always have fun when I do this because, I've said this so many times, why don't people change their cabin air filter? And I think a lot of people don't even know that there's a filter that exists on here. So this is like opening a Christmas present. You never know what you're going to find, and you just take these two screws out and pull this seal off, and this will tip forward, and there's 3 clips right down here that we'll have to snap off with this flat blade screwdriver. Okay. Look at that. Oh, we have surprise in here. Let's take a close look. Look at the needles and the leaves. That's quite a buildup. Obviously this hasn't been taken off and cleaned. This is something you want to do, especially if you park your car under trees. The cabin air filter is just snapped into place. Well, it may not be the original, but it hasn't been changed in years. Remember, this is a 21-year-old car, so I'm going to take first and vacuum all this stuff out of here so it doesn't drop down into the intake air cavity, and then we'll pull this filter out and take a closer look. Thinking back, I don't think I have ever, in all my years of working on Mercedes-Benz, ever opened up a cabin air filter compartment and found a clean cabin air filter. I'll put links below this video to some of the videos I've done over the last 6-7 years on cabin air filters, and you won't believe how dirty some of these have been. This one's not too bad. It's obviously dirty, needs replacement. I think a lot of people don't realize this should be changed once a year, or about every 12,000 miles. You're driving down the freeway, you got all that dust coming off the road, and these plug up fairly quickly. Even if you think, oh, I never drive down some dirty road, it doesn't matter. There's just dirt everywhere in the air when you're driving at speed. So if you own an R129, I recommend you buy some of these filters, and you change them every year. Figure it out, maybe on your birthday. Okay, special present for you, go out and change the cabin air filter in your Mercedes-Benz. It's not just Mercedes-Benz. I've seen some cabin air filters in other cars. You go, what? And I really believe the #1 reason these don't get changed is most people don't even know about them. They own the car, they don't know there's a filter for their fresh air. They may complain about lack of volume of heat or a bad flow of air when the AC's on, never thinking it might be one of these plugged filters. So this one's going to get changed. Like I say, I've seen worse. This is pretty bad. One thing I do, though, when I open one of these up is I get a disinfectant rag. This is a Lysol disinfectant wipe. And I come down and wipe all inside the box. The flaps that you can reach, just wipe all this out, disinfect this area before installing the new filter. Now, when you get that new filter in and go for a cruise, hit high fan and you might be really surprised. So installing the air filter is pretty easy. There's only one thing you have to remember. There is a flow direction, okay? And particularly for you R129 owners, it's so easy to get to the cabin air filter, you have no excuse whatsoever not replacing this once a year. So you look at the side, usually it says, either top or flow. Right here, this arrow says top, so that's going to go up, and it just pops into the box like that. Now I'm going to get the cover and put the cover back on in the reverse order. It's just 3 clips and a couple screws, and then we're going to snap this rubber seal back on and we're done. I get to enjoy not only a new cabin air filter, but I think the engine's going to appreciate new air filters, because right behind cabin air filter is air filters don't get changed. So in the next video, I'm going to show you what the air filters look like in this car.